welcome to All Sorts of Sports.
All sorts of sports.
All sorts of sports. Sports your ass. All sorts of sports.
All sorts of sports.
It's sports your ass. It's sports.
I wonder how many people click off before we even start the pod because of this shit.
I wonder if they just like click ahead. Like, okay,
Yeah.
I don't even watch the intro. Like, just gonna click ahead. Like, just skip all that.
When I was at the bachelor party, I did hear from one person who said that he only listened for what version of the song I do, and then he turns it off.
Hey man, hey, different strokes
you know
for
what?
different folks.
How about you just do different versions of the song like throughout the pod? So they can
Nah,
keep
because now I feel like I'm like
we don't want his
to.
viewership.
No, why are you giving them bad ideas?
That's what I do.
James, we need to get you off this diet.
No.
You give bad ideas.
It's the diet that's messing up his ideas. The diet's
Not enough sugar.
This
going
is
to the
pod
brain.
related for the intro. James is working on learning how to edit videos to help do the production of the pod. So this motherfucker the other night just randomly sends me a video of him recording a laptop and a video about cookies with no context.
Bruh, I was editing the shit out of this cookie video, bro. That shit was edited.
So what the fuck
I
is
created
going
a
on?
whole story and everything. Got a man taking a plate of cookies out the oven, cookie dropping in milk.
Dude, what did you ask me? What did you ask me? I was like, oh, at the end, it's a little confusing. I was like, wow.
No, I didn't say it was a little confusing. I was like, the edit is a little rough.
It was just one shot from that cookie to dropping the cookie, and it was fine. You're good. I got the narrative.
Can we all get sent a copy of this masterpiece?
No.
I want it.
No.
Well, you don't have a choice because apparently you already sent it to K-Dot.
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, shit.
That intellectual information is mine.
Fuck's sake.
All right.
Okay. I want to start with just like kind of like a congratulations, like a, we're happy you got your due. This is from everybody at the pod. I want to extend that too because more Black NFL retirees won the dementia cases in a $1 billion settlement. And obviously in terms of the concussions and things like that, what I think they went back and found that there was discrimination for the black players in terms of dealing with their cognitive issues. So shout out to all the Black players that are getting paid. I know they won't see $1 billion individually each of them. They'll have to split all that up, but still a huge win for them.
Yeah, from what I read, it looked like they set their baseline lower so that it didn't look like there was enough cognitive decline for them to qualify.
Yeah.
But that's just racist. So they went back and they're
I like how we all
all
did the same exact face.
all this. So,
America.
Some doctor just looked at it and was like, this isn't right. And they were like,
Okay.
oh yeah, no, that's not right. That baseline number should be the same as everybody else, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So it's $1 billion.
They figured out the cognitive level from what Calvin Candy from Django Unchained.
There's a white guy holding a skull. Look at this lobe. Like,
This dimple.
like what? But it's also it's for dementia, Alzheimer's. There's a couple different you could fall into a couple different categories. And I think it's like $956 million. But like for a lot of these players, like they didn't make the kind of money that they're making today, right? So some of these players are just average Joes going through this without health insurance, etc. So it's a huge win for those guys.
Yeah, I believe they re-recorded tests for like I think 646 Black men. I don't know if that's obviously all of them are involved in the settlement, but I don't know. 646 can go into $1 billion a good amount of times, so I assume they got a pretty good number coming their way.
But
after the lawyers get paid.
I think the lawyer and the I can't remember the name of the person who spearheaded it. It was like some of these people don't even know because they have cognitive issues. They don't even know that this is available. So they're going to keep that money in a pot and go and try and find all the rest of the potential players and potential people who could benefit from it. So I think that number is probably going to go up in terms of how many players, but still huge win for them. Because
do you mean Christopher Seeger?
yeah, I think so.
I was trying to look up the name of still.
Yeah, I had it pulled up. I was looking. I got the AP story in the background. But yeah, do you guys have anything else you want to add on that?
Nah, this topic scares the shit out of me. Just being honest.
Well, there was a hopefully you don't have these same problems.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a few concussions, so I'm worried.
Well, I think,
or you have $1 billion.
I think the issue is concussions untreated for like 2 decades, over and over and over. Not to say one can fuck you up. I know that.
Yeah,
You're gonna lose your taste just from bumping your head.
Man,
that shit.
I still
that is like
don't
one
remember
of
a block of like 1.5 years.
Well, maybe they're just tacking that onto the end.
Yeah.
I have some of that, but it was self-inflicted.
Let's move on. What's next?
I don't remember college.
I haven't gotten this. Well, okay. I hope that this is just a step in the right direction as far as us doing more to help former athletes or make sure that things are set up to help these athletes as they leave. We've talked about it here on this pod previously as far as like those gladiator sports, in a sense, like the ones that you play and your life's just not the same after you leave it. Mm-hmm. There is a bit of like, I'm sacrificing my well-being and health for financial incentives in a short term, which there's a certain level of like, all right, you have to make your choice as an individual, right? But there's also a level of which there's enough money in the pot to make sure that everybody's taken care of afterwards without really hurting the bottom line. So why aren't we doing that?
Yeah. And I mean, that's why you see a lot of, younger players retiring 27, 26, 28, because they're like, I did this part of my life, but I want to be able to do stuff at the end. So we're just going to call it now. So
what was Megatron when he retired? Like 28, 29, 30, something like that? Megatron.
Yeah, I mean, the best stars.
29, I think it was 29. But then you Luke Kuechly actually got hurt and then had to walk away. But then you got what was it, like 3 years in a row, every linebacker in San Francisco retired early. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of those situations that are happening. But I mean, even I was thinking about Washington's player, Antonio Gandy Golden, wide receiver at Liberty University a couple years ago. Didn't look like they switched him to tight end this offseason because the wide receiver room was too full. And then he retired. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh man, that sucks as far as your dream. But then I'm looking and like, all right, if my rookie contract nets me, let's say $400,000 or $500,000, and I'm still living a middle class lifestyle as I'm like trying to get into the league, and I say, you know what, fuck it, I'm out. $500,000 as far as seed money to help me do whatever else is next is it's a come up. It's a huge come up. So like they're done. There is this like cost benefit analysis. If I'm going to be struggling to get here on this team and put my body at risk every time I'm on here compared to I'm going to take this money and go do something else.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know we're kind of moving on from this topic, but I was just about to say, like, if it like kind of the NFL evolves to, more people retiring early, I'll be fine with that, just in the sense that it's an extended farm system post college. So like, you're leaving college at 21, 22, going to the NFL. You just do an 8-year career, you make a lot of money, and just, hey, I've had enough. You do a 6 to 8 year career. I've had enough, had my fun. I'm a legend or not. I'm just a regular starter. Doesn't matter. And you've made enough money to, provide for your family and, also live a healthy lifestyle.
It's a limited spot league. So if you do 7 years and retire, that also opens up a spot for somebody behind you that otherwise might not have had that opportunity. So
right.
And it's way cooler to say $500,000 K-Dot. It just sounds like more money.
What I say?
$500,000 doesn't sound like a lot, but you'd be like $500,000 ever.
$500,000, yeah.
I get what you're saying. It's not necessarily as poetic, but it works. It's not necessarily poetic. Like, I'm talking about money for investing. You want to say the money, the dollar amount. I'm walking to all right, bitches, I got $500,000. Where are we putting this money? Diversify my bonds, bitch.
But the last part I got for this is this highlights the racism that has been in the medical field since forever, and I hope that shit gets better.
it's a low light, is what it is.
True.
Was this story a lot of places? I felt like I had to search for it, and I didn't hear about it.
It was no, it wasn't. It wasn't. In the usually when I get an alert like that, I get a bunch of alerts come after it. It was a Bleacher Report alert on my phone, but usually ESPN comes right behind, and then the Athletic. Didn't see a lot of that.
It was
Times
page of ESPN, and it's already gone.
When AP News is in the top 3 links, you know they're burying the lead.
Yes. Yes.
So just like I think James is on to something as far as that aspect of it is that is something that we just don't talk about enough. And I think the league's just doing a good job as far as we had to settle. We didn't.
I think there may have been some sort of NDA, which is why a lot of the articles have been moved. But I'm just assuming.
But yeah, I just remember that one thing where it was like they were surveying doctors, and like doctors said that we feel less pain. I'm like, what?
That was all the time. What is it? A black woman is 2 or 3 times more likely to. Yeah, I think I'm even lowballing it.
Right. Like to die during giving birth. And I was like, this is nuts.
And what probably should be the biggest news of the week, at least to me, which it also doesn't feel like is the biggest news of the week. Arguably the greatest tennis player ever, arguably the greatest athlete ever. Obviously someone who's in the discussion. Serena Williams announced I'll use her words, her evolution away from tennis, which is essentially her retirement from the sport of tennis. And I just think that's huge, but I also didn't see that a bunch being played. And it's weird. It's weird to me.
The most I saw was Mad Dog on ESPN saying that Serena wasn't the greatest women's player of all time, like barely top 3.
Was it?
Did he say Anna Kournikova?
Billie Joe Kane?
I don't want to hear what Payless Skip Bayless has to say. Like,
you know what? That's right.
He is great value, Skip Bayless. I don't care.
Not in New York. He's been doing it in New York for a minute though.
I know.
He's been this guy.
Looks like.
I mean, no, he's not. I don't think he's being.
Or maybe
like,
Skip's trying to be him. I don't know.
He's just terrible.
He's gonna have a heart attack on air.
I think part of it is that she announced it, but she's still playing in one more tournament. So I think they're gonna let her have her hurrah, and the footage from that tournament is going to be the only thing on ESPN for at least a day. And Tom Brady's going to say something, and then
that's probably accurate.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like there's a combination of factors in this where, like, yeah, I mean, it should be a big news story, but it also feels as though she's even throwing cold water on it. And it says, like, I'm not saying retirement. This is like my next transition in life. It doesn't even mean that she won't necessarily come back and play again, because I think that happens in tennis. You got people that say that they retire and they come back and do something.
I'm bored as fuck.
Yeah, there's a number. Then it's tennis, so it's just not as popular as the other sports, as a lot of other sports. I mean, honestly, in DC, it made more news that Serena was in DC a week ago and like visited Georgetown Cupcake than it was as far as her.
Hey.
But to be fair, it's also like the doldrums of like sports. There's nothing else going on to take attention from it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, blow this up. Hey, what else is going on? Preseason.
Oh, no. We have to discuss Aaron Rodgers' ayahuasca, and him dating
Tom Brady not being at training camp.
Right, because he went on vacation, and we have to create list of things, like who's the top 10 NBA power forwards of all time born in the month of March?
What's LeBron gonna do next year?
Yeah, have you guys not seen LeBron on the beach?
This is important shit. Like, hell, Serena Williams and black athletes get paid for concussions? No, Mad Dog, yell about where Kyrie's gonna go.
And why you wouldn't want him as a teammate?
He hates Kyrie.
Let us speculate.
Oh my gosh.
He definitely hates Kyrie. But Serena is a legend. She's probably, for me, the greatest tennis player. But I don't know, it's tough because Federer's up there, and there's other legends. Won
while pregnant. Nobody beats.
I know she's the greatest like woman tennis player, but I'm just trying to be. I'm just trying to.
She have a daughter or a son?
Olympia's a daughter. Olympia is her daughter.
So Olympia is already a champion. Olympia is technically a champion.
Yeah, Olympia is a champion.
Like she won.
Isn't that cheating? So
it was 2-on-1. It was 2-on-1.
You know what? I bet you Mag Dog would say it is.
Look, I'm gonna be completely honest. I respect the shit out of Serena. I love Serena, and I want to support Serena because of who she is and what she represents to people in my culture and all that shit. I don't know shit about tennis. I knew at least a certain amount of tennis, and then I remember I played tennis once. I went to Carter Barrett and I played, and I hated life so much after playing, and I was like, "Fuck this sport! I ain't paying attention to shit." But it was like. So, I want to respect Serena. This is dope, but I can't say that, I'm not fucking watching Wimbledon. I mean, I'll listen to Wimbledon because the sounds are amazing, but I don't watch it.
Sir.
I'm watching it. Oh, wow.
You sound like a wounded horse. What do you...
Sometimes they do.
Yeah, that should be funny sometimes.
Well, you got that one chick from
No, it is
Bratislava. Her
hilarious.
name's Helga.
Y'all see
I remember
the commercials? Y'all see the Wimbledon commercials?
Huh?
Yeah.
Do I see women in commercials? Yes.
Wimbledon.
What? Oh, sorry.
Wimbledon.
They have Wimbledon commercials?
Yeah, on ESPN. That shit is like a Bridgerton commercial, bro. Like the sounds and everything is just like Bridgerton. This shit's weird. I don't like it.
I just remember like being younger and like because my dad would always watch and like hearing the sounds and like laughing because it's hilarious to hear.
This is gonna be so problematic. It's so problematic, but I just gotta admit to it. I remember being, it was a bunch of dudes. We were
a bunch of dudes.
Whatever. We were
problematic.
So we figured out how to play the sound of female tennis and watch beach volleyball at the same time.
Man, it's my holy day. Like, we can't be.
What in the world, dude?
Yeah, no, it was probably it was like years ago.
So speaking of nasty, KD has come out, not publicly, but apparently is saying that
he has a Lubriderm sponsorship.
If he's going to stay with the Brooklyn Nets, then Sean Marks
gonna fire your ass up, boy.
The GM and Steve Nash, the head coach, need to be fired. He doesn't like the direction that Brooklyn is going. I would like to start this off because didn't he start this fucking direction himself? I'm pretty sure the fucker was a part of picking Steve Nash to be the head coach. I thought it was a weird and stupid decision initially anyway. But he apparently wanted Steve Nash because he spent time with Steve Nash in Golden State. And because Nash was an assistant coach in Golden State during KD's tenure. And I'm pretty sure he was a big part of it. And now 2 years later, 3 years? 3 years later?
Yeah.
So now 3 years later, he doesn't like the direction that Brooklyn is going anymore. And it's like, this is the direction you put them in. You got I just want players that are terrible GMs to start taking onus for it. Like, hey, Bron, you like 50-50. You got some hits and some misses. You got your guys paid, but you also be putting a shitty team around you when you there. And you're very, very, very terrible at being able to build toward the future. Hey, KD, you just bad. At it. You don't have one win as a GM. Nothing. No championships, nothing. You just want to play basketball.
He picked the whole Warrior squad.
What? Oh, he picked fuck you. Oh, so no, but that's the point. Keem, I don't think you're going far enough.
Okay.
He's lazy as shit. The motherfucker wants a ready-made team. He's not willing to go through the pain he doesn't want to do that.
I kind of look at it when we go hoop at the rec center and you walk in you by yourself and you see all these teams are there. You pick 4 other dudes, y'all lose, and you're like, oh shit, they beat us, and one of them is dropping. Hey, yo, y'all need one?
No, KD walks into that gym, walks into the rec center, looks around, says, hey, which team has the highest record?
Hey,
these guys?
Well, you can see it.
Hey,
You're both wrong. KD walks into the rec center with 4 guys he knows are superstars already and is not going to play with anybody else but those 4 guys. They will, if they ask, they'll say, hey, we need one. KD say, no, I'm going to wait.
No.
I'm gonna wait. I'm playing with these 4. That's it.
His Twitter handle isn't hardworking money sniper. It is easy money sniper, and it fits.
That's the thing. It's like, look, I love KD, or at least I want to love KD. He's making it really hard now, but it's like he's making it harder as we go. Like there's the Brooklyn thing was his opportunity to finally prove everybody wrong for all the criticisms that we've had for him, right? Was like, I'm going to go here. I'm going to build something. This is what I'm going to do. You got every single thing you wanted. Every single thing you wanted. And now you're, fuck this. I want out. What the fuck is wrong with you?
He doesn't want out. He wants everyone to be fired so that he doesn't have to take on any of that responsibility.
Look, he asked for Sean Markson. Look, KD knows the best opportunity he has, really, it's not even really the best opportunity. If I'm Boston, I don't want to make this move anymore. If I'm Golden State, I don't want to make this move anymore. Then they released
we don't want to make the move at all.
Fair. Now they released the whole Philly thing, I think, to drive up the market for everybody else. Even though Philly's looking around, who the fuck you want to trade us the entire future for this motherfucker? No. Like this, I don't get
This
KD
is all the Jazz's fault.
How's the Jazz's fault?
Because they got fucking 5 first-round picks for Rudy. And now everybody's like, oh, I did that for that? Okay.
No, I'm not. KD's in it. KD's in his own fucking world right now.
How old is KD?
34. He'll be 34 next month.
How many years do you think he has at the top level?
2.
At the top level?
Yeah.
2.
I don't know if he's at the top level right now. I mean,
he's not.
Okay, at his
But
current
as
level.
a top 10 player, I'll say 2.
Okay. So you want me to trade first round picks for the next 5-6 years, along with like a bunch of different starters? No.
It's if you could guarantee a championship. I can't guarantee a championship with him.
You can't for any team he goes to.
No, and that's my even bigger point to both of your points. That's my bigger point. People are treating him like he's LeBron. He is not. He is not. Everywhere I go, I win the championship.
I went to the already made Golden State.
Like I'm listening to podcasts and stuff. They're like, if you got KD, you got to trade for him. I'm like, do you? Like, do you really? Like, if you get a chance, like, do you? Like, what is he proving to anybody? It's not like he's new. He's been in the league for 15 years. He's got 2 titles. He's got 2 titles, and he won both with the second greatest point guard to ever play the game. And the greatest offensive threat to ever walk on the court. And outside of that, his success is I went to the finals in 2011.
Shit the bed.
I got a random question. Damn it.
Also, I blame that Paul.
Okay, what's your question?
Not this might be a whole nother topic.
All right, never mind. I'll do that. But
no, it's related.
Oh, then ask it.
We might go on a tangent. All right. So you're on the basketball court, right?
Okay.
Who is I am?
Steph and Kobe, both in their prime, walk on the court.
Okay.
Who is the most dangerous player on the court at that time?
Steph.
Most dangerous player.
You're not saying best. You're saying most dangerous. Steph.
Yeah.
He's the most dangerous offensive threat ever.
Right. Are we at the rec center?
Huh?
Where are we at? Are we at the rec center?
You're on the blacktop, fam. Like you're outside, just hooping.
Oh, Steph.
All right, Ryan.
Steph.
Oh, okay.
Are they double rimmed?
Yeah.
Hey, especially if they double rimmed.
Right.
I'm not in shit.
Are we at outdoor court?
Is the rim kind of bent and a little sideways?
It don't matter with them. All right.
I was gonna say I blame the Paul George. I blame the Paul George.
No, you know I'm saying I'm going Kobe.
What was it? Why? 5 first-round picks for Paul George?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't give it too long before somebody throws a shoulder or elbow into Steph's face and he's too small. That's where I'm going.
The thing is, Steph can shoot from out of bounds.
Steph can shoot from out of bounds. It would be real hard to shoot from out of bounds when somebody just fucking tackles his ass.
I mean,
the thing about that, I always, bro, that shit don't happen like that. Like I don't play, and it's like it gets tough, but usually if you got one guy on the other team that's like want to play like that, you have a guy on your team that's wanting to play with him like that.
That's why I got Kobe. Because Kobe'd be willing to do anything.
Can I take both?
Kobe pulls gets wood hair, somebody come out and just shoots somebody. There's Kobe would do anything.
But all right, I hear you, but Steph is kind of gone in that direction too.
If Steph comes out and he says, y'all gonna call me Wardell, all right, we want something.
I mean, but Steph also hits 35 threes in one dude's face. He's got to hit him, right? You have to do it.
I'd love to see that. I'd love to pull out.
Seems necessary.
All right. Well,
the old West Side Baltimore court, just get.
No.
Steph played in the pro.
Just have him hit hoop and Barry Farm.
I want this got to be 2002, 2003.
Oh, okay, this is different.
I got Melo and Melo's on the court, young Melo's here.
I'll give you a better scenario. All right, you get first pick. Steph, Kobe, KD, Shaq are on the court. You get first pick.
Taking Shaq 100 times out of 100.
Who are you taking?
Wait, where are we?
We're Rucker Park. We're Rucker Park.
Okay.
We're playing the game at Rucker Park. It's going to be you versus
Gentrified Rucker or old Rucker? Gentrified Rucker or old Rucker?
Old Rucker.
Okay.
and everybody's in their prime, right?
Everybody's in their prime.
Oh, prime Shaq.
Yeah.
You don't even have to play. I'd get fatter. Just
yeah, we ain't calling goaltender. Shaq just going to be above the rim just doing this.
All right. My next question is: we get more than one pick, right?
No.
I mean,
eventually.
It's more so about the first pick. You fill out a whole team.
Oh yeah, there's only one Shaq.
It'd be Shaq Shaq. Steph's my number 2 pick. If somebody picks Shaq first, now Steph's my next pick.
I'm going KD. This isn't. We're not talking. Hey, there's no team. There's no this is not the NBA. I saw what KD does at Rucker.
You see what Kobe did too, right?
Huh?
You saw what Kobe did too, right?
Yeah, I saw what he did. That's great too. But listen, KD is still 7 foot tall, and threes still matter more than the Shaq dunks. I'm surprised you picked Shaq based off your argument that we had with the Lakers versus the fucking Warriors. You can go dunk it all day. It doesn't really matter because KD's gonna give me some threes.
I'm just going off of what I'd rather see at Rucker.
But here's
if it's
the point.
hot as shit and I'm outside just watching this shit.
One.
Huh?
I'll have more than one of those players.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: is
only one Shaq.
So there's only one Steph. So those.
KD.
But
there's
two shooters.
What are we saying
there's
here?
2 shooters, but one person will dominate in the paint.
Right. Again, 3 is more than 2.
Right. Guess what? I'm gonna have
to.
Shaq, and I'm gonna have one of the shooters.
But we're talking about prime Shaq.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Prime Shaq having fun at Rucker, I think, is doing a lot more than we saw him doing in the NBA.
Fair.
So look,
and you kind of can I say prime Magic Shaq?
I take KD. Now I have Shaq.
Oh my God,
no! I take KD first, and you take Shaq.
It's 2 teams,
then I take
bro.
Steph, and you can end up with Kobe and Shaq.
It's 2 teams,
right? But did you hear my scenario?
Go ahead.
This is one.
If I pick first, and I take KD, and you take Shaq, and then I take Steph.
No. See, I'm picking first, fucker. No, I'm picking first. That's
all right. You pick first.
Yeah.
You pick Shaq. I pick KD. You get Steph. I get Kobe.
I'm good.
Somebody's fighting. Is all I'm saying.
And Shaq gonna be the one beating somebody's ass.
I'm going to get my ass beat.
Can I pick prime Orlando Shaq? Because he's running up and down the court.
Oh yeah.
When I say prime Shaq, you can do 96 Shaq. You know?
If it's 96 Shaq, he's running up and down the court. He tries. Yep.
That's and then don't throw Giannis in the mix.
Oh, if it's Giannis, give me Giannis. Well, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I want Giannis over Shaq.
I might want Giannis over. No. I still pick 96 Shaq. Don't forget how much he moved. He moved a lot.
No, he was no. He used to bring the ball down the court.
He was really active.
Like Magic.
A nasty streak too.
As soon as he shaved his head, it's like, I'm going to not move as best as possible. I'm just going to stand here. This is my safe space.
You're right. You're right. But that'd be a good matchup. That's the matchup I would. There are two, like, I have a dream matchup that I would love to see if I could.
Have a dream.
And it's Bron versus Karl Malone. I want to see Bron guard Karl Malone. And I want to see Giannis go up against Shaq.
I want to see somebody punch Karl Malone.
That too, but I just want to see, just for body style, like him, like Bron got a, physicality, speed, and all that. Match him up with Karl Malone. I love to see it.
I mean,
what
the way
rules are we
technology
playing?
is going, they can probably do that for us very soon.
We can. It doesn't matter the rules. We can switch. We can flip flop them and see who does better with each set.
Okay, I think Karl would do better in the old days. LeBron would do way better in these days.
The only thing I'm thinking, because I had this thought the other day. I was high as shit. I was watching. I have everybody has their favorite NBA highlights. Mine are Sean Kemp, and I would love to see Sean Kemp and Giannis play on the same team. I feel like I'd have so much fun fucking watching that happen.
That'd be fun.
Nah, that was just a sidebar. I just kidding my mind off of it for a second.
That'd be fun.
And throwing like a Jason Williams. So like
that
with passes. Yeah.
So we turn into Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah. Hey, you want fun?
We ain't talking about winning games. We just out here just fucking. We just having fun. And you know what? We're playing the Seattle Supersonics.
That would be a fun exercise to do. Like, you're all problematic, like, but fun team. Like, my starting point guard is going to be Gilbert Arenas. Yeah. Like, I want
100%.
Gilbert to be my point guard.
100%.
And like, we can like have Guns as our mascot or whatever.
And he pods like during each timeout.
The Seattle 187.
Like, he gets interviewed. He gets interviewed after each timeout. Like, yo, what you see out there? Man, that point guard is ass.
Then get Sheed to be my power forward. I love to do that.
Watching Gilbert, he made watching Wizards games so much fun. His whole hibachi shit.
Yeah. Man,
it'd be nothing like on a Thursday night to like get everybody over, like, oh, we're gonna watch the Wiz. It was like and just Gilbert just doing dumb shit. It was always just so much fun. Watching Gilbert was fun.
Hearing hibachi was the worst shit.
Hibachi.
05 season, it was so fun. So fun.
Anytime you walk on the court, hibachi, like, fuck. Can't get away from it.
Kids ass. All right, we done with that. What was that topic again before James?
We started with KD.
Oh, KD is ass.
And KD, stop acting like a bitch.
See, KD gonna roast both of y'all.
He can do anything he wants to. He rode Steph Curry's coattails to 2 championships. Right, I don't want to hear it. I'm over being nice on this. Dog, I'm over being nice on this. It's look, he had every opportunity in Brooklyn, and I get it. If the pandemic doesn't happen, maybe we have a different story. But it does not mean that you just run the fuck away from it.
Yes, it does.
He needs his best opportunity right now is to stay in Brooklyn and run it back. Become a fucking leader. Get Ben Simmons to fucking play. This is what you have to do.
The coach is the leader.
Motherfucking Steve Nash is doing TikTok dances.
Run our own plays.
Yeah, the coach is the leader according to KD. Teams don't have leaders.
He is such an asshole. KD's an asshole.
Yeah.
Easy money. So I want to move to something that's a little more, not necessarily local to you guys, but closer in proximity. Being Zach Wilson of the New York Jets. He may or may not have torn his ACL.
It might be the same proximity.
It's the same city.
I thought you guys were in Baltimore.
So it's Zach Wilson plays in New York. KD plays in New York. No, regardless of this.
I'm not talking about KD. I'm talking about where you guys live.
I know. I'm saying
to you guys.
It's like 4 hours north. It's not close.
I get what
what are you talking about?
No. So proximity to us, right? Yeah. Close. So Zach Wilson is closer to us. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, than me.
Then you?
Because we thought you were switching from KD to Zach Wilson. You were like, yeah, from close proximity. I was like, yo,
no.
That's a weird segue. Why would we want to be either close or far away from you? What does that matter?
Let's just talk about Zach Wilson.
I think you tried to save it. Fuck that. I don't think that was his original point.
It doesn't fucking matter.
I read just before we came on that.
How about that? I hope Zach Wilson has sex with your mom. Like, I don't. Like,
and he can.
But it looked like a non-contact injury almost from what I could tell just looking at the highlight. But I was drunk when I saw it, so I don't know. I could be wrong.
But Salah said that that the ACL should be intact.
It should be intact. Yeah, I saw that. But they're still waiting on the MRI.
MRI is allegedly back.
Okay, come on, give us some news.
They don't see any ligament damage. It's a significant bone bruise, but there's maybe meniscus damage. So they're still up in there.
Thank you, Ryan Schefter, for that report.
Hey, I fuck with that, Ryan Schefter.
Thank you, Ryan Schefter, for that report. So now that we have the news, guys, let's react.
Ryan Schefter sounds like he stole his mommy's Mercedes and crashes.
Ryan Schefter.
Ryan Schefter's a snitch.
Suck my balls.
Well, hopefully he's not out for long.
Like,
but you know, they've tried this year. Like I thought Salah was a good hire. You know, they tried to put an offensive line around him. They've given him. I mean, he has Elijah Moore. Doesn't have a bunch of weapons. Elijah Moore. Outside of Elijah Moore, they drafted. I forgot the wide receiver that they drafted. But they got Breece Hall at running back. It seemed like this was going to be a good, 6-7 win year for them. And I was just hoping for the best for them. And it's just like, damn, New York again. Like,
yeah. Well, last week they lose Mekhi Becton.
They lost who else did they lose? They lost somebody else.
He just said it.
No, I think they lost one more.
All right. Well, look, at the end of the day, right?
It's still the Jets.
Yeah. Outside of that, if let's say he doesn't play this year, they can just go get Jimmy G.
Well, no. They have already an elite quarterback.
Cool Joe.
They have an elite quarterback.
An elite quarterback that got shipped out of Baltimore.
Who?
He didn't get shipped.
Who?
Flacco.
Joe Flacco.
He's elite in the playoffs, but they ain't getting there. So
they're not getting there.
Joe Flacco's not elite in anything at this moment.
But you know what I mean. Like this, like playoff Joe.
Jimmy G. This was supposed to be. Look, I'm high. The AFC East. Yeah, I'm always high. But the AFC East. That's the division, right? Yeah, the AFC East.
Yes.
Yeah. The AFC East. Buffalo Bills, without question, by far and large, the best team in that division. Yep. I honestly thought the Jets would be vying for second place because I actually do think this is I know we're going to get into season preview and maybe this will change. Well, this has definitely changed after fucking the news of the last few days. But I thought that Miami might regress in the sense of Tua is not who they need him to be. That Mac Jones apparently has looked like absolute dog shit this entire offseason. And Bill Belichick has no idea who his coaching staff is. It's just, I have Belichick's all over the fucking place. And then I thought Zach Wilson, just the power of Zach Wilson at arm would catapult him to go, not going crazy, but there'd be this motley crew for who's going to win for second place in the AFC East. Then Jets things started happening. Becton goes down. Zach Wilson goes down. I'm hoping it's just, they say bone bruise. I'm hoping the meniscus is fine. But I really did think last night that we were going to get, which is just what needs to happen. It's inevitability. Sexy Chad Pennington, a.k.a. Jimmy G, needs to be in a Jet uniform. And he's got to play against New England. This has to be. There's no more Jet quarterback that has ever been created than Jimmy G. He's Joe Namath, Chad Pennington, all of them combined. He is the ultimate Jet quarterback. I need to see that
team. 4-win.
Who's the other team in the AFC East?
Huh?
Who's the other team in the AFC East?
It's Dolphins, Bills,
Miami.
Jets,
Patriots.
Oh,
I named all of them. I went down the list.
He did.
Yeah, I mean, but
shit.
But the thing is, the Jets are ass. So
yeah. And
once again, Zach Wilson, man, I really do think.
I think you're underestimating the Dolphins.
When Twitter comes, here's the thing: the Dolphins. You know how high I am on that head coach. You know that, and you know.
I think the Dolphins are going to be fighting the Bills for first place.
I think,
but the Bills are going to win it, and then everybody else just going to be in the cellar.
I don't think the Bills are allowed to say that they're in a fight with anybody in the AFC.
Why are you going to go put that in the universe?
to fuck you over. Goddamn traitor.
Piece of shit.
Fuck you, Ryan Schefter. You goddamn snitch.
Fantastic.
Well, that's all for today, folks.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. I mean, we're in a dead period.
All
Yeah.
right, I'll go
I have a
first.
final thought. Oh, yeah.
I think it was yesterday. Congratulations, Darren Waller, on 5 years sober. Yeah, if you have a chance, go watch his interview he did with Will Compton. He hit some like, fuck it, you're not gonna watch it anyway. But an hour 7 minutes in, Darren Waller discusses with Will, because Will's mom passed away during the season last year. Oh, yeah. So he's like, yeah, I made a beat like for your mom, because Darren Waller's like into making beats and rapping, and Will just started crying, and that shit was beautiful. Like they had a legit like moment that was not expected. But
Will Compton's my dude. Will Compton's my guy.
Yeah, mine too.
Good camaraderie.
But just based the way like how Darren is, how he's still like, you can still tell that he has moments where he's like struggles with some of the stuff that he's gone through before. But he's definitely moving forward at a high rate. So I pray that he gets that he stays on this path, and also that we give him a contract this summer, because he deserves it.
Is Will Compton a free agent?
Yeah.
He's just gonna do podcasts in his van or whatever he does now.
On the bus? Yeah, him and Taylor. But they usually do it even if they're both signed.
Yeah.
Like so.
Somebody needs. They still do. Busting with the boys, man.
Play off Willie. Year 10.
I love me Will Compton. He was one of the most entertaining Washington players. He was just always so much fun. Him and Ryan Kerrigan, they would just do Stone Cold Steve Austin impressions like every time he's on.
Nah, fam. When he's like, yo, I'm back on the team, and then like a week or two later, it's like, yo, they cut me.
Connor's he's been that dude. My final thought: if anybody hasn't watched, this season of Hard Knocks has started off with, this is awesome. Have y'all watched it?
No, really?
It's on my weekend plan.
I'm sorry. This is an entertainment. More former players need to be coaches. Okay.
Is that Steve Smith clip from Hard Knocks?
No.
Okay.
But Antoine Randall-L's the wide receiver coach. Fucking Mark Brunell's the quarterback coach. Some mini Washington reunion happening.
I like that.
It's just all these old heads. You're like, holy shit, what happened? This guy? You're there? There's a lot of that. Dude, fucking Deuce Staley.
Excited to see Deuce.
Yeah, there's so many. What's his name? The defensive defensive coordinator.
Shit.
Aaron Glenn.
Yes. Him and Deuce going back and forth. Like it's just fucking
watch it.
Great. And Dan Campbell, you can't help but root for this guy. You can't. I think we're all gonna be Lions fans this year. Okay, at least a little bit.
Wait, are they playing on Thanksgiving?
That's gonna be you.
Are they playing on Thanksgiving?
Switch over.
I'm not switching it. Look, there's always like that team that you hear like the narrative or something about, and you're like, oh, I'm rooting for this guy. It's kind of like Joe Burrow last year. Like, regardless of what was happening, it's like he comes back off an injury. I mean, I'm sure Keem wasn't rooting for him, but everybody else kind of like, oh, go ahead, Joe. I just feel the Lions to me is like, I'm hoping it works out, because I think that they've built a team, and as far as the coaching staff, the way that I think the league should. And I really hope they get success, because I'd like to see what they're doing happening in other places.
I think they'll see some wins, man. I mean, they've given Jared Goff like a bunch of weapons, and if you can Jared Goff isn't a bad player. He's just sort of a system QB, and you put him in a good system, he'll be okay. Like he'll be like slightly above average, or and I think they'll be.
I like Williams, the running back. Jamal Williams. I think that they should be a lot of like that. And last year they fought hard as shit, man.
I did have an issue with the Jamal Williams speech, only because
don't do that.
No, I'm gonna say it only because he was talking like what champions do, and usually, you got to be a champion. to say some of the stuff he was saying.
Hey man, he probably won his high school state championship. He won something.
It's just that he's like he got so emotional. It was good, but it was like, bro,
like everybody, if you're an intelligent human being, after that speech happened, you thought, one, that was for the cameras. Yes. Two, they're halfway through it. You're like, all right, where are you going with this? And then he goes, but it's heartfelt because he starts crying. A grown man cries. You got kind of like, okay. And then look, and this is not about toxic masculinity, right? You should show your emotions.
Yes,
it was
should.
Just then I almost lost him. He was like, y'all see our record last year? It's like, I get
mad. There.
But it's great, man. Like it was highly entertaining, and the Cardinals
hold on, wait a second.
What?
He was on the team last year, right?
No, he was in Green Bay.
Oh fuck.
He was in fucking Green Bay.
Hold on. I don't know. Hold on. I thought he came back last year. 1 second. I'm gonna take a look.
Ain't no way.
I might be
that
wrong.
Man ain't say y'all see our record last year. I get mad, and he wasn't on the team.
No, he was. I think he was on the team. He was on the team.
All right,
I don't think he was.
I was like, you know what? Fuck that speech.
He was on the team last year. He was on the team last year.
Okay.
All right, I'm about to say.
He was definitely on the team. Like, yeah, he was
ain't
like,
no way, fam.
You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing: is like the way that they're treating him.
Like I went 13-3.
I'm just saying the way that they treat Jamal Williams is like, and the way that everybody listens to him is like, it feels like Adrian Peterson coming off of like back-to-back 1,700-yard seasons.
Yes, that's the way it was framed.
He had 601 yards and averaged 3.9 a carry.
They framed it like he's like Aaron Jones. Like
he's not.
That's fucked up.
Like he had to leave Green Bay because he wasn't seen in the depth chart above Aaron Jones. So
like,
but it was.
I was like, oh my god! But it was hilarious.
It's still legit. The Lions are going to be fun.
They are forcing me. Not only are the Lions playing on Thanksgiving this year, which I already fucking hate because they're a trash franchise.
No,
they're
perfect.
Forcing me to watch them because they're playing the Bills.
No. Oh. Well, look, here's the thing. Like
y'all gonna lose that game.
Usually, that's my itis nap time.
Okay. No, they're the
that's
early
in between
game,
meals. Like you take the rest, you watch that game.
I think they're the early game, so I got to cook and watch them and be angry.
What time do y'all eat?
So, like 4.
Ooh. All right, King. What time y'all eat Thanksgiving?
Or 3?
All day.
We stayed up
like 12, 3, 6. 9.
I'm not about that. Like we eat Thanksgiving dinner. I do end up eating something earlier as like a separate meal and then not saying anything because I'm a fat fuck and I don't want to feel self-conscious about the fact that I had McDonald's for lunch.
Nah, I could never try that.
Well, I'm usually traveling, like going back and forth between houses and stuff because when I was married and all that. But usually dinner is like 4.
I have a question for you then. But nah, we start eating before the first game. But I got a question to that.
I start drink. I drink the whole.
So I go to the morning football game. We play football in the morning. Bowl? Yeah, we do a turkey bowl. Then after the turkey bowl, we usually go like the.
Where's the turkey bowl
at? Northwest DC.
I come out there and maul some people.
You probably would. It's a bunch of white boys in Palisades.
I will come out there and maul some people.
Yeah, but then they play. I stopped playing. Even fuck it. Last year I did. I had a tip that turned into an interception, and my girlfriend she caught a touchdown, which was dope. Yeah, we actually me and her we did some work before we left.
Oh shit! All right.
But I usually don't play. I don't play football unless it's tackle.
I'm just here to get fat.
Fair enough.
My final thought's very brief. Apple TV, your baseball coverage is garbage. I need you to stop. I need you to stop. It's terrible. Like the audio's off. This is like week. This is halfway through the season. The audio's off. The commentators are horrible. And then there's like an injury to 2 players. It takes you 3 innings to get somebody down to figure out what the fuck happened. Like that's like, it's horrible. If Apple TV gets the MLB contract, I may just have to go to a game every day because I can't with them.
To be honest, I'm surprised you're not watching Arsenal. Oh, okay. Oh, you're multitasking.
I did like seeing Katie Nolan be doing some of the commentating. I'm a fan.
No, we didn't even get Katie Nolan. And it's anyway.
My final thought is I just want to big up Isaiah Likely for the Ravens. Tight end, built like a wide receiver. Preseason game, I think he had like I want to say like 4 grabs for like 44 yards. He had like a really tough catch. Like he looks good. Like he looks like he'll like feel like the Hayden Hurst role that we had like a couple years ago before we let Hayden Hurst go.
Where's Hayden Hurst?
He's looking pretty good
Detroit?
in preseason. Travis Jones looks good, defensive lineman. Really excited about him for the Ravens. We have a couple other guys that I'm forgetting, but I'm liking the young guys. I think this was a really good draft.
Good shit.
Can we do one last thing before we go?
That's what final thoughts is.
It's a separate segment.
All right.
But I guess we keep it here. James finally watched Apocalypse Now. No, was it Full Metal Jacket or Apocalypse Now? Which one did you watch? Full Metal Jacket or Apocalypse Now? Which one?
Full Metal Jacket.
Watch Full Metal Jacket.
It's so fucking goddamn good.
All right, so James, for the first time, he had never heard of the movie before, finally watched Stanley Kubrick, who I'm still not sure James knows who that is. Full Metal Jacket.
J. Cole has a line about Stanley Kubrick. I can't repeat it here.
So does Frank Ocean.
Yes.
Feeling like Stanley.
But I did love that it was like a surprise that Vincent D'Onofrio was in this movie for you. What'd you think?
It was cool. It was great, but it was like 2 parts, right?
Yeah.
It was like the movie was like separated, which is weird. It's like the training camp shit or base camp or whatever the fuck they call it, and then out in the field.
We know how the movie went. What did you think about it?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, fuckers know.
You're not explaining it. Everyone has seen this movie.
Not everybody, fam.
The second part of that movie has one of my favorite lines in television and movie history.
What?
How do you kill women and children? You just don't lead them as much.
Yeah.
And then
nuts.
he's just mowing them down.
Yeah, that was kind of nuts. I was like, dickhead. Outside of that,
Is it war hell?
We probably should have talked about this right after I watched it.
Did you forget about the movie already?
Not really. I mean, what's the jarhead dude?
I was gonna ask you, can you name one character in the movie?
No.
Mother.
How'd you forgot?
Yeah, like no, I can see it. I just don't remember the names because I have so much info coming in and out.
Animal Mother.
Oh, the strong dude. Yeah, that dumbass that got half the fucking platoon killed.
Adam Baldwin. Also, an Independence Day. You probably reckon. If I showed you him from Independence Day, you'd probably remember him.
Yep.
No. He was in Independence Day.
Jesus Christ. His face. You ever think when everybody's running into Area 51, he's one of the guys at Area 51. He's closing the elevator doors. Is everything scratching down?
Oh shit!
He does this look. He's like, ah!
Yeah. I think about like what was it? I think his name is like Van Jones or something. He played for like Liverpool, but then he was also in Gone in 60 Seconds.
You talking about Vinny Jones? Vinny
Jones. All right, yeah. I was like, I just figured out who the fuck he was. I was like, God damn. I was like, I knew you from Gone in 60 Seconds. I didn't know you actually played. So that part was funny too.
You never seen Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels?
No.
Of course not.
What's the next movie I need to watch?
So that was your takes on. I don't remember it, and it was okay.
No, the movie was really good. I was surprised. I usually don't like to go back and watch older movies, right? But it was really good. Like it touched on mental health, like how Homeboy just like lost it. Like they were picking on his ass. Then he turned around and like, you know, he killed the commander or whatever the fuck he was.
That guy is one of the most underrated actors, maybe of all time.
Arlie Ermey.
Yeah.
I completely forgot.
The beginning scene was fucking hilarious.
Which one? I always completely forget he was in Men in Black. Almost every time I watch it.
Arlie Ermey?
No, Vincent.
Oh, dude, Vincent D'Onofrio. I was what?
Yeah, is one of the most underrated actors of all time.
All right. Does somebody else have a recommendation of a movie that James should watch?
Watch On the Waterfront.
No, don't do that to him.
Watch Bridge over.
He'll never get through. He gave up on Apocalypse Now.
Apocalypse was gonna have to be later, right, dude.
Come on, just name a movie. Any movie, because he hasn't seen any of them. We just need another
1954, bro. Come on,
No
bro.
chance he's watching that.
Bridge over the River Kwai.
It says 1954.
Oh, I thought it was 59. Okay.
Oh, Marlon Brando.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah, because K-Dot make sure I knew who the fuck he was. Hey, this poster.
Have you
Superman?
seen
nuts.
all the Scorsese gangster movies?
No, but this poster's
Oh, yeah.
nuts. They make
So which
them
one?
like-
No, you don't get to skirt over that. Which Scorsese gangster movie have you not seen?
No, I'm just assuming no.
Have you seen
Like,
Goodfellas?
Yeah,
Have you seen Casino?
no.
That's
Casino.
your homework.
It's on Netflix. I just watched it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. But Marlon Brando on the waterfront poster looks like the Joker. Like that's kind of
He would have been a great Joker.
not like. You know, I'm gonna send you a picture.
I heard
Depends
he
on
was,
the era.
he was a funny guy.
You know who? I think could Jimmy Kahn have been? Maybe Dennis Hopper.
A Joker?
Dennis Hopper Joker might have worked for me.
Look at the picture I just sent y'all. Like that's the poster. That man looks like the Joker. Got lipstick, white paint, everything.
All right, let's go.
That dude was killing bitches.
Oh, yeah.
Killing.
All right, so James has his homework
All right,
as
so
far
Casino.
as watching Casino. He's got to send me another soccer vid for me to do a reaction vid to. And
Yeah.
yeah, bye ball
Hey.
bags.
Have a good weekend, boys.
But I
Love you
actually
all.
might watch Full Metal Jacket again.
Yeah, you should.
Good. You
I
should.
watch
It's
it all
called
the
a good
time.
movie.
I know, but that's not like the thing is like, will I watch it again? Yeah.
You've seen Black Knight more times than you've seen that movie. Just reevaluate things.
Yeah.
Suck my dick from the back.